Hey everybody, thank you so much for being here. My name is Ray and I'm here today. I'm an American in Paris. I'm an American artist. I sing, dance, and act, performance artist. And I'm here in Paris working on my own music, my own genre called Afro Touch. And today I would like to just go into a little bit of Parisian life and what it's like to find an apartment here, which is quite difficult. So I'd like to shout out Tiffany Davis. Tiffany Davis is also an American in Paris. She's a YouTuber here who actually is inspiring this video. I met her at her meet and greet about 2 weeks ago. We were sharing our nightmarish stories on finding flats here in Paris. And I was telling her my stories and how every year, I've been here for 4, I've moved to a new flat. And she was like, Ray, you've got to go on YouTube and talk about your experience finding a flat. Here we are. Shout out to Tiffany Davis. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy. So we're going to talk about the first flat that I moved into when I first moved to Paris. It was in Montmartre. Montmartre. It's in the 18th. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's up in the hills. Look at how beautiful the view is. It is just absolutely fantastic. Issue is my roommate, well, not really my roommate. He was supposed to be subletting me his place and he broke up with his chiquita, his lady. And I came home one day and found him moved into the space that I'm renting. Now, why did he break up with his chiquita? He broke up with his chiquita because supposedly his chiquita found out, or he had to tell her, that 2 students in his high school accused him of inappropriate behavior, child. So from the protesters to the madness, to his bad attitude, to his depression, to his tears, the stress. And then he also kind of didn't want me there. He wanted his place back. And then I have a society here, and he didn't want me to mail stuff from my society there. And I already had done that and set up with the States. And he told me he didn't want me to do that. And I had to pay $600 to check. It was just a mess. So ultimately, I had to go. That was this apartment. And let me show you a little bit more of the beautiful view. Ooh, Lord, this. I don't hear that. I don't want you to have to hear that. The internet is just a mess. And that's Paris, y'all. That's Paris. The internet in Paris is a mess. Look at that. Y'all, look at the view. Gorgeous, gorgeous apartment. And I was like, I don't want to leave because I don't want to leave these views. 2 terraces there, up and downstairs. Just absolutely gorgeous. But guess what? I had to go. So I moved to the next arrondissement, which was in the Marais, which is in the 3rd. And this is like one of the most expensive places to live. 900 euros. That one was 600 euros because it's through a friend. This one was also through a friend. It was 900 euros because of where it was located. Yes, fabulous. And it was 150 square feet. So 15 mètres carrés here in France. Look at this. Look at how small that apartment is. Praise God. It's small. I went to Bamako to sing, to work on music for my album, my body of work, my EP, my LP, whatever we decide to do. Came back from an exhausting 3-week trip, y'all, and the lady moved her stuff into the apartment under the guise that she's suffering from mental health issues and she needs to take back her apartment. She needed to reprendre her apartment. So me being American, don't really know French law, called up my homeboy who was a lawyer. And he was like, Ray, she can't do that. First of all, it's in between the months of this November and March. Okay, look at that. She took my stuff out, y'all, and put her stuff in it. Now, I don't know whose stuff that is. That's not my stuff. That's her stuff. I don't know if you saw, but she put my stuff on the floor in a box. She was like, oh, no, honey, I want my apartment back. It is time for you to go. It is time for you to get out of here. Okay, just totally came into the apartment and put all her stuff in there. And the apartment is that small, y'all. That small. And was like, you need to get out. So there's a law here in France that you can't kick people out between November and March because it's cold, right? And I was paying rent. Even if you're not paying rent, they can't kick you out. But somehow she thought that was okay. Well, he's like, Ray, you need to go to the police. Police? Shoot, I'm a Black woman from America. I ain't going to no police. He said, you better go to the police with your lease and your ID, her ID, her phone number, her everything. And you will see what will happen. Honey, I went to the police station near my house, a 10-minute walk, and they called her immediately. Yo, her son came the next morning, because this is like evening time. Her son came the next morning and took all her stuff. Then she would send me like texts about how she was apologetic and she was so sorry or whatever she could do. And if I wanted to stay rent free, I could stay while I looked for a place. I never stayed rent free. I always kept my hands clean. And I went ahead, well, in this situation I did. I went ahead and I paid rent all the way until the end of my lease. However, she stated one time that she wanted to come over and deal with my internet because I was having an internet problem. Turns out she came to the house, she had turned off my internet, okay, it didn't tell me, and wanted to take the box to return. So she comes in claiming she's gonna fix the internet, moves me out the way. I'm telling y'all, my friend was in town. Yo, you could go ask her. I wouldn't give you a name, but I want to shout her out. But she was there. She saw with her own two eyes in a small little apartment. The woman tried to take my internet box, y'all. Honey, we got into a physical altercation. Yo, we grown women, yo. Physical altercation, fighting, tossing, tussling over an internet box. My girlfriend had to step in and like try to, it was a mess. It was a total mess. All I know is I guess she is suffering from mental issues and I guess that's relative, but it's like, come on, yo, like we can't go around assaulting people over internet boxes. Like, oh my God. So either you accosting students in high school or now I'm being like assault. Like, what is going on? Like, I'm from Brooklyn, yo. I never had any of these experiences before. Paris is gangster when it comes to apartments. Gangster. Anyway, moving on to the third apartment. I don't need to show you guys because you guys saw this one already. Moving on to the third apartment. I finally found this apartment. Now, mind you guys, you have something here that's called a guarantor. I think it's a scam because it's just ridiculous. You have to pay someone to guarantor you and you can have mad money in the world, but if you don't make any euros, if you're like making dollars or pounds or something that's not a euro, they don't trust you here in France, in Paris, and they make it really, really difficult. So you have to pay money, go through a real estate agent. The agent gets a commission off of your rent every month. I mean, it's mad. It's just scammy. But what are you going to do? It's Paris. Anyway, I think this is it. Yeah. Guys, let me let you see this bigger. Maybe it's better. This was the third apartment. I love this apartment. You know why? It was almost double the size of the last apartment. And the bedroom was separate from the other part of the place, right? So it was a great way to really separate my mind. I just really, really, really enjoyed this place. However, here we go with the crazy landlords, right? She decides after a year of me being into the lease that I owed her 1,000 euros. I was like, well, why do I owe you 1,000 euros? She was like, well, the electricity bill came and the electricity bill is 1,000 euros. I was like, well, I'm confused because I already paid 50 bucks extra a month for electricity. She's like, yeah, but French law states that if you use more than what they allocated in the 50, that you're responsible for that. I was like, well, first of all, where is that in the lease? And second of all, how am I supposed to know the law? I'm new here. And third of all, where was I in the lease? And fourth of all, why are you not giving me this bill a year later? So she's like, well, if you don't pay this, then I'm going to take it out of your security deposit. Mind you guys now, my security deposit is 3 times the amount of the flat. 3 times the amount. And it's like, come on. So I spoke to my lawyer, my same friend who was a lawyer. And he was like, Ray, if they threatening to take your $1,000 to take it off your security deposit, they're never going to give you back your security deposit. So if you've already paid 3 times the amount, you should live out 2 months rent because that's left over the 2 months. I'm like, oh, the 3,000. I'm like, yeah, nah, I want to keep my hands clean. He's like, Ray, if you don't take off those 2 months and not pay rent, trust me, it's in the middle of the lockdown. You will not get, it's just, no matter what, you're not going to get in trouble. Nothing's going to happen to you. Little did he know she sent thugs to my house, y'all. Boo, 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 boo. I was like, excuse me, I'm from Brooklyn. I ain't afraid of you. Do I need to get my lawyer here? Do I need to get an embassy? Well, no, nothing. Get up. If you bang on my door one more time, yo, we're going to have an issue. Like thugs. The landlord went and bought thugs to come to my house because I was in the apartment not paying rent. I did 1 month of that. Okay. They kept 1,000 for electricity and then they gave me back my security, just like my homeboy said. The other 1,000 that would have been left. Right. So whatever. I moved past it and moved into the apartment that I'm in now. Now, I'm sure some of you have seen my YouTube videos where you might have seen a little bit of my apartment, but I should do a video walkthrough just to show you the place and the gorgeous view. Although if you do go to my first video of why I moved to Paris, you will see the beautiful view at night of where I live. However, guys, it is no joke here in Paris when it comes to looking for a place. So thanks again to Tiffany Davis for the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful inspiration. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Ray, wait, what? Ray, wait. Enjoy me for the next video, and I will see you guys on the other side. Bye.